everyone, and welcome to Party Chat, a show where we read your comments, answer your burning questions, and pull some trash takes out of a literal trash can. I'm your pal Jeremy, and I'm joined by my friends here.
I'm just happy to be involved. My name is James.
I was going to say, but who are you?
Well, who are you?
I'm Stella.
Oh, hi.
I'm also happy to be here, but, you know, I
Less
gave my
than
name
me.
first. Yeah. Okay.
Fair enough.
This is like
going on with these two?
This is like an
I don't
actual
know.
party, you guys.
Yeah.
I'm Brian Altano, and this is Awkward. Nice to meet you.
This is also a show where we go through several outfit changes and sometimes even change our hair color throughout the course of a single episode.
Mm-hmm. It's
You
just
know,
I wish I had a beard the first time we shot, so then it could have been like just fluctuating. We all have a different wardrobe every single time. Anyway.
So we're going to start by actually reading some of your comments that you leave on our videos and responding to them. And I think I kind of want to start with a hot topic.
Yeah.
Diablo 4 versus
Yeah.
Diablo Immortal.
Versus.
Some pretty different
There's no
responses
competition there,
to
sir.
those trailers.
Diablo 4, definitely my favorite thing from BlizzCon, but a lot of people just making phone jokes. Like, this guy says my phone is ready. But I think the most creative one is It's Nightmare, who said he sold his PC because he didn't have a phone, and now they do this.
Hey, man, those
Thanks,
Razer
Blizzard.
phones cost a lot,
Yeah.
right?
I had a Razer, a flip phone.
Premium. No. The Razer, you went, never mind.
Captain Smoker says, I just got married. Incoming divorce for me then.
One like.
Well,
it's
with
his
that
wife.
attitude,
You know what? You can get remarried, but Diablo 4 only comes around once.
that's
True. Will C, similar band, says, I guess I'll be single again when this comes out. Are you single now, Will C? Have you been
that's-
single for a long time?
I'm trying to figure
that
that
cool?
out.
Are you like...
Are you hitting on it?
Yeah.
Like,
Hey, what's up, Will C? I'm a druid. We can play together.
wow,
We can
okay.
kill Avasha the Pestilent.
Conversely, you look at the comments for Diablo Immortal, not so good. This guy says, the last time I saw more dislikes than likes was for the Sonic movie trailer.
Hey, that's
buddy.
topical today.
Yeah, we got a new Sonic trailer, so why don't you check that attitude and see if the new one is good. I don't know, I haven't watched it yet. Do you guys want to read some comments from our Death Stranding review? That should be real fun.
Sure.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get my iPad because I awkwardly left it at the table,
Yeah, I was wondering when you were going to go for that.
and I didn't want to make it weird, so it's just been there the whole time.
Just
I've
go
been-
for it, man.
Okay, fine.
Most of these comments on the Death Stranding review are all just kind of like burns on Death Stranding.
Yeah.
I really like Blue Oar's comment, Death Stranding, the ultimate, I can carry all these groceries in one go.
I like this guy, Common Sense Creations. It's confirmed. Norman Reedus' hair stays nasty and greasy even when showering.
That's real good.
He's not wrong.
That's a sick burn. Imagine being a mailman and then coming home to play Death Stranding. Well, counterpoint, there are people who farm and play Farming Simulator. That's like a whole meme in and of itself.
It's not like helping the case.
Here's one from an IGN Now that we did about the PS6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. My personal favorite is from Obsolete Excellence, who said, I wonder if Sega did this before the Dreamcast. That would be really sad.
That would be really sad. Game Frost YT says, when the PS9 releases, we sniff games. But when the PS10 releases, we inject games.
Whoa.
I don't get it.
Neither do I. Is that like some kind of Elon Musk Neuralink
It's
thing?
the
or-
commercial. There's a really old PlayStation commercial where like you sniffed games or whatever. It was
Really?
weird. Yeah, like you opened up a capsule and it like went up your nose.
That's like that Xbox
Oh,
commercial.
yeah.
Yeah,
I
you
forgot
remember
about that.
Yeah.
I tried smoking my PS3.
No, I'm being serious.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah, it was f***ed up.
You had to snort the games? Do you remember when Nintendo Switch came out and people were licking the cartridges and they tasted awful?
Oh.
Please, somebody back me up. I feel like yes, that was a real thing.
That was a
Does
much
Switch
Mom
came
probably
out?
just put iodine on it so that you'd stop licking it.
Yeah, they put iodine on it so
You said
kids wouldn't-
Nintendo Switch.
Yeah,
But then they did it as like a dare, so it was like a,
yeah.
oh, that's great.
Yeah, if you go home or at work or whatever, wherever you are, you can put a Nintendo Switch cartridge in your mouth. You'll gag because it's gross.
That's like when
Awesome
they put
new YouTube challenge, everyone.
yeah,
like
exactly.
when
No. Oh my
they
God.
put bittering agents in antifreeze because 80s wives kept killing their husbands. True story. Much darker. No, I'm serious. Like Brian said,
hell
back
is
I
me
feel
up.
uncomfortable
I watched
sitting
a
this
lot of
close
First
to him.
48, okay?
Why would you
And it's all
tell
from
that
the 80s.
here?
So Rick and Morty, did IGN just make a 2-minute video about a single image? You bet. It's not the last time we'll do it either.
Are you kidding me?
And I'll
We've been
do
doing
it
that for
again.
years.
That's all right. There's a hair here.
That one was great because it's literally just like it's a picture of Rick and Morty and Jerry just like on the driveway. Cisco 2021 says 9,000 IQ minimum is required to enjoy and fully understand this show.
Minimum.
I hate that. I hate that whole connotation with Rick and Morty. I feel like anybody can get it.
I don't know, man. I watched that first episode, and if I wasn't a certifiable genius, I would never have gotten that Boglin reference. Just throwing that out there. We made a video about the guy who took over FalloutFirst.com.
Right.
Like a fake website. We made a video about
What
it.
a legend.
Ali Shh. It's just SH. Ali
I gotta hold back.
says, for the first time, IGN is on your side. Buddy, we're always on your side, okay? I don't know where we go.
IGN is on your side.
Your name is your pal Jeremy.
Yeah.
It's
So
literally
we're
in our
always on your
jingle.
side.
Yeah.
Luis Wellington Santos says, I'm afraid of Elder Scrolls 6.
Elder Scrolls is my favorite franchise.
The Elder Scrolls.
You know, actually, what's funny is Elder Scrolls Online is actually fun.
Get out of here, man.
Wow.
Have you guys played it?
Yeah, when it came out, like everybody else, and then I stopped.
It's fun. I like it.
Yeah, if you're a huge shill.
I can see it. Yeah.
What the hell? I'm just saying, if Fallout 76 had been like Elder Scrolls Online, it would have been fine. It's an IFBB.
Rees.
Rees
Yeah.
says, I wonder how many people have fallen out with Bethesda. And then there's a long gap, and it says, okay, I will show myself out. You better show yourself out, sir.
We actually got a comment from Pikachu.
Oh.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Wow. The real
Celebrated
Pikachu?
celebrity. Pikachu.
He has 157 subscribers too, by the way.
Wow.
Anyways, he said, it's so ironic that Bethesda celebrated the date of the Great War in the games by nuking their own fan base.
Sick lore burn.
Yeah.
Damn.
Luis Fernando says,
This
Bethesda-
guy games.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Pikachu plays games. Luis Fernando says Bethesda keeps shooting itself in what remains of its foot.
Probably like a big toe now.
No, there's hardly any left. It's just sinew and gristle and.
What remains of its foot sounds like an indie game.
We're going to play a game called Trash Takes,
Okay.
where
That's what this is doing in here.
Yeah.
Okay.
it wasn't just to put trash in, as you
right.
would normally think. But what we're going to do is we're going to pull trash takes out of a can, indefensible arguments, and then we're going to defend them.
Okay.
So whoever
Ooh, I like
pulls
this.
it has to make an argument. They got about like 15 seconds. Somebody's going to time us.
Okay.
Here we go. The Nintendo 64 controller was utter madness. So my argument was the N64 controller was madness. Well, you're right, it was madness, but madness isn't inherently a bad thing. It had the most distinctive form factor of any controller ever. That was wacky. It initiated you into the unforgiving and elitist world of gaming. If you went over to a friend's house because your parents couldn't afford an N64 and you grabbed the controller like this, guess what? You were wrong. You had to slide your hand in the middle. And finally, it was modular. Think about that. It took the industry 20 years to catch up to that with the Xbox Elite. You could swap out a Rumble Pack, swap in a Game Shark. It's great.
There's nothing mad about the controller. All James does is work out, so that's all he knows. So here's the thing, the more controller grips, the better. You can switch grips if your hand gets too sweaty. And honestly, once you go three-pronged, you never go back.
I like that controller.
From the reasonably clean,
Watch out for the
to the
eggs.
best of our ability.
Oh no.
Something sharp in there.
Why are
I-
some of the trash takes bigger than the other ones?
Yeah, this one, well, because this one's heavy. Okay. All right, Sonic the Hedgehog is a better character than Mario.
Oh man, good luck.
Here's why Sonic is better than Mario. The Sonic Adventure DX manual says that he can get up to 4,000 miles per hour. Sonic's movie is also being artistically remade, so it'll already be way better than the Mario movie that came out. Also, Mario is a ruthless plumber who stomps on mushrooms and punches Yoshis. Also, Sonic's IRL counterpart is an adorable spiky hedgehog you can hold in your hands, whereas Mario is just a stinky plumber.
Mario and Luigi don't need to play video games at the same exact time because Mario is a strong enough character to not need a idiot fox following him everywhere. Sonic is weak, and that's why he needs a furry friend to go everywhere where he is, because he can't stand on his own 2 feet. Plus, he looks like a naked blue rat. I hate him, and he sucks, and Mario's better.
There's a lot of eggs.
Oh.
Oh. Smash players who turn items off should just play real fighting games instead.
Oh, I kind of agree with that.
Smash players who turn items off should just play real fighting games instead. Hey, do you like Ken and Ryu and that guy with the trucker hat that they only really like in the Philippines? Well, guess what? You should play those games because that's what they are. They're fighting games. Smash is a toy for children.
With or without the items involved, Smash is a deep and robust fighting game that people enjoy playing from the comfort of Brian Wife's bedroom while he's at work or on the biggest stages and at the highest level of competition, which we plainly see at EVO and other tournaments around the world. That said, the items are a distraction at best, aren't for babies and plebs. In closing, eat a shit, Brian.
You leave my wife and baby out of this.
I don't want to pick one. I'm afraid what I'm going to pick.
I know.
Oh, here's a really big one. It's a giant.
I know.
It's a giant, huge one that
almost
has a
no text
tiny
on it.
little sentence on it. Kojima only ever made the one good game.
What? What is it? What's the one? What's the one?
Who wrote this?
I have nothing prepared. I think we can all agree that the only truly universally beloved Kojima game is Metal Gear Solid for the Sony PlayStation. It was a trendsetter in every sense of the word and changed stealth action and narrative storytelling in games for decades to come. Opinions, however, are generally mixed for every single sequel to follow, for having increasingly obtuse stories and or gameplay. You look at Death Stranding, it's more of the same. I'm not sure at this point if it's really a game at all, if it's like one of those Shia LaBeouf social experiments. Now you could argue that Snatcher, Police Nuts, Boktai, etc. were all pretty good too, but it's one of those if a tree falls in the forest type deals, know what I'm saying? If a game releases in North America, not a single person that you've ever met and played it your entire life, was it actually all that good to begin with?
Metal Gear, 10. Sons of Liberty, 9.7. Snake Eater, 9.6. Guns of the Patriots, 10. The Phantom Pain, 10. And people won't shut up about PT even though it's just a demo.
Hey, I didn't write that trash take. It came from an anonymous user. If you would like us to take on one of your trash takes, give them to us in the comments below.
Yep.
And so we have a section here called Burning Questions, where we answer your questions just about general off-topic stuff, how IGN works. No, you can't have a job here. You have to check our job listings, all that fun stuff. So let's get into it. Luis F. Rodriguez Otero says, every workplace has its rough days, and sometimes morale can get a bit down. What do you guys do at the office to lift your spirits when the going gets rough?
Drink.
Yeah. We have 2 kegs on tap. No, 4 actually. Now. Used to be only 2.
Wait, 5.
Even more now.
Wine.
We've
We have wine
we've
as
got
well.
like 4 taps out there and like 3 more.
We have taps in the studio.
Plus, we've got that bottle of Crash Bandicoot, and then we've got the Tom Clancy's Rainbow Sips. So we're pretty good.
I actually did not see
Wow,
that.
this
That's
is,
fantastic.
I didn't see that. Those
So to
are-
answer your question, our problems at this job are solved like they are at most jobs, and that's with alcoholism. Brett Stockmeyer says, do you consciously not talk about price in your reviews? I get that process change, but sometimes the thing I want to see is the content here worth the full price of admission, or is this something you'll enjoy more if you wait for a sale? Case in point, Link's Awakening, amazing game, Game Boy game, but it is worth a full $60 for everything they added. This is a tough one for me.
This is something I've talked about at length with Dan Stapleton, and with the presence of his argument is always something to the tune of, and I'm going to do it in a Hank Hill voice as I always do with Dan Stapleton impressions. Well, if that were if value were indicative of the score, every free-to-play game would be a 10. And I just don't agree with that. I do think that it should be considered in some capacity, but we definitely, we all have different opinions on how these things should be handled. I think that it's probably up to the individual reviewer to have some kind of metric about, how difficult it is to get into the game, what the paywalls are, and then there are definitely times where you'll play a $60 game and come away feeling like it was short on content. Case in point, Anthem. So, yeah.
But there's never a time where you'll play a $60 game that you played for 100 hours and you call up the company and you're like, you guys are crazy. I want to give you $200 for this.
Yeah,
Like, no one ever goes the other way. They'll be like, this is not enough content to justify $60, but they don't get The Witcher and they're like, can I pay you guys more? This is really good.
I mean, you do when you buy a DLC.
That's true.
Right? Like, I think it depends on the game. So we do talk about this a lot, and I do see it mentioned in reviews sometimes. Sometimes games are like sort of padded out with a lot of like extraneous shit just to make it feel longer, but it's not like actually good. It doesn't really add much. And I understand like how you would want like a little bit longer game for your $60. You want like more out of it, especially if you're limited on how many games you can get.
Right.
But sometimes I'll be playing Assassin's Creed Odyssey, and I'm just like, it didn't need all of that. You could cut probably like 10 or 15%, and I wouldn't miss it.
We'll do one more. Nick Chevrolet says, what are some of the collaboration or communication tools you use at IGN? At my work, for example, we've used a combination of Trello, Slack, Microsoft Teams, email, etc. I was thinking
it's a product.
Yeah, I know. Like,
I was thinking we could answer this legitimately, or we could make up a bunch of fake things that we use, such as Tooly.
Yeah.
Which is a great system we all use to communicate here. It's basically a big garbage can that we throw ideas into, and then we take them out, and those are our assignments for the day. Kind of like what we did earlier.
We also use Sparkle.
Yeah, Sparkle's really good.
It's not really a technology, but it's just how we wink at each other, like in Morse code. to communicate things
Yeah.
secretly?
My team started using Spectre, which is a program that we're basically challenged with drawing the best ghosts, and whoever does it the best gets the most money every week.
I love that one.
Can I be on your team?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Can
cool.
you draw ghosts?
Hell yeah. Let's do it.
So there you have it.
That's
Some deep insight into the way things work at IGN, which I know everybody wanted to know. For future episodes, I'd like to let you guys know that we'll be looking at your comments. We'll be pulling comments from individual videos. We'd love for you to send us your burning questions so we can answer questions about really anything. It can be about IGN, it could be about a game, could be about life. Really anything you want, nerd culture, whatever. And we'd love to hear your trash takes. Now, trash takes don't necessarily have to be just bad takes. It could be something you genuinely believe. I know there are people that think Sonic the Hedgehog is a better character than Mario. They're wrong, but that doesn't change the fact that they believe that. And, you know, we want to do our due diligence to look at both sides of those issues, those important issues.
Don't forget to keep it locked to IGN, the invisible geriatrics network.
So keep it right here on IGN, which stands for Is Gaming New?
Keep it locked here to IGN, insensitive game nerds.
Oh my god. Keep it here at IGN. Ignorant game news.
Too real.
Yeah. Those trash takes. Come
Please,
on.
don't give them ideas. Good Lord. And we'll see you again next time, everybody.